Welcome to Seize the Mains by Malhotra's IS Academy. I'm Surbhi Sardana and this is season 3 of our daily answer writing initiative. See, with regards to the initiatives that we bring up bring up here and there, we have a website that is coordinated with the YouTube channel. Also, apart from that, we have a Telegram channel where all the content that our experts prepare for you that gets updated on a daily basis. Apart from that, we are also running a daily prelims quiz on YouTube in the form of images on YouTube, questions, 5 questions every day. They get posted at 3:30 p.m. and answers with explanations appear again on YouTube at 6 p.m. on our YouTube channel that you're currently watching. Apart from that, we have an Instagram handle called Raj Malhotra's IS Academy. Do follow that. All the links are present in the description below. Click on them and follow us on all the social media platforms and all the apps that you have, because all the content that is very important for you since prelims is approaching, and also we have to balance our preparation with regards to mains. So definitely follow us at different places and get the highest amount of benefit that you can out of our efforts and our team. So yes, this initiative Seize the Mains, it is basically a daily answer writing model to be very precise. It runs in coordination with our website. On the website, if you visit rajisacademy.com after this video, again the link is in the description, there is this mains answer writing section which has been fully allocated to Seize the Mains. So every day at 9 p.m. we take one question answer discussion here from Monday to Saturday. Also, the model answer for that, a good answer that you need to write, or on the lines of which you need to write in your UPSC Civil Services Mains Examination or State Civil Services Mains Examination, that appears on the website and that gets discussed here at 9 p.m. So the entire thing goes to the website. The content is available there, whatever is being discussed. Apart from that, you can practice answer writing with us. Under each question, there is a comment section that has been created exclusively for your practice. Write your own answer from the comfort of your homes and libraries and post it on our website in the form of pictures. Just log in with the Discuss platform that will appear on the screen once you visit our website, or through Gmail, Twitter, anything, and just share the pictures of your answers and make sure that they are straightened and they are clear and there is adequate light. Share them in the comment section and our team will evaluate those answers in the next few days entirely free of cost. And when they give you their feedback, you'll realize where to improve on, what are your strengths, which are the areas you need to still work upon. And definitely while writing your model answers, take help from the website. The answer that gets uploaded on the website, take help from that. Even if you do not want to write, since you might feel that prelims is approaching and you do not have a lot of time, definitely check out the answers that appear on a daily basis, because these are all issues from current affairs. Whatever appears in the current affairs, that is seen as an important question on Seize the Mains. Also, Seize the Mains is in coordination with Ignited Current Affairs 2.0. This is a monthly subscription model, monthly paid subscription. Here Mr. Rahul Singla covers daily current affairs from all the important magazines like Kurukshetra, Yojana, Down to Earth, Frontline. All these magazines, they get covered here, and all the newspapers also get covered for your civil services journey. So definitely check out the details in the description. Yes, so moving on to the topic for today, which is millets and food security. Just let's see what is the question for today with regards to this. The question is for day 166, so look for question 166 on rajisacademy.com. Millets have the potential to bring a revolution in agriculture and food security. Comment and answer in 250 words. Submit your answers at rajisacademy.com. See, look at the directive here. What is the directive? It's a comment question. So when the directive is basically comment, that means you have to talk about your own viewpoint. You have to talk about, you have to take a stand there, talk about what are your views on it. And since this is a statement given against which you cannot write, so you have to, validate the statement here by adding some viewpoints or value points of your own. So just read it out again. Millets have the potential to bring a revolution in agriculture and food security. So to validate this statement, because this is a comment answer, to validate it, to make the statement strong, what you have to do is write your points in favor of millets, which validate the point that yes, millets can bring a revolution in agriculture number one. Secondly, in food security, how our agriculture operates right now, it can get better, it can get better many times if millets are introduced in agriculture. Secondly, in food security, yes, millets can prove to be a great benefit for us. So since this is a comment answer, see, irrespective of the directive, whatever directive is being given in the question, first of all, whatever directive is being given in the question, that would be according to the availability of content in the market. So for example, if you have to take a stand, then the examiner will ask you to take a stand and justify. If there is any debatable issue which has both sides to it, probably the directive that you will see is discuss. If it is a comment answer, means it has either some philosophical basis to it, or there are points which are in favor of that topic, so that you have already got enough content to write on it. So directives do not appear of anywhere, they do not appear out of the air. They are very logical, and they actually make your answer writing very simple if you use them in your favor. So our normally our approach is that if the question is very philosophical, or we have to give our own viewpoint, then we take a body paragraph approach in comment answers. But since this is a very objective question, millets have a lot of benefits when it comes to agriculture and food security. They can ensure food security for the entire world. So very objective question. So since there is a lot of objectivity in the answer that we have in our mind, we will take a pointer approach, and we'll also give some data and statistics with regards to millets, which will prove the relevance of millets for the world and for India especially, because it was with the efforts of Indian government at United Nations that 2023 is being celebrated as International Year of Millets. So it was declared like 5 years ago that 2023 would be the International Year for Millets, and it was because of efforts of Government of India and our representatives at the United Nations. So first of all, let's just warm up. Let's write an introduction to this. Introduction would be 3 lines long. Talk about millets, what are these and why are they important, and talk about some statistics or data with regards to cultivation of millets. So yes, millets were perhaps one of the first plants to be domesticated for food, with the earliest evidence being around in IVC or Indus Valley Civilization. The recent Yojana magazine, January 2023 issue, that is solely dedicated to millets. So millets are grown in about 131 countries and are the traditional food for around 60 crore people in Asia and Africa. India is poised to become a global hub for millets with the production of more than 170 lakh ton, which makes for more than 80% of the millets produced in Asia. So that is a lot of statistics. You can include any kind of data or statistics that you feel is apt for you. This answer would fall in your GS paper 3 part of the syllabus, that is your economy part. So having a lot of statistics, that is something that that is encouraged in the students. And moving on to the next part, talk about millets as a food. They're commonly referred to as smart food and superfood and have been an important food source in the past. But the need of the hour is to make them a food choice in the future. So yes, there are problems that why are they not a food choice as of now, and why do we need to convert them into a food choice, the basic food choice, the first food choice, and that will because of the following reasons. This is where our comment part will start, that we'll start talking about the benefits of millets, and then we'll sum up by saying that yes, the question rightly says, or the statement rightly says, that they have the potential to revolutionize agriculture and food security. So here in the introduction para, you can write about millets as well. You can talk about their examples, you can talk about their importance in our diet and our agriculture, talk lightly about it, or otherwise you can take up this approach which has a lot of statistics. Firstly, sustainable cultivation of millets can support climate resilient agriculture. So this is the point that we are writing with regards to agriculture. All our points would be with regards to agriculture and food security, because that is the demand of the question. If you have this point number 1 agriculture, point number 2 food security, our answer would focus around these 2 points. If you have any third agenda in mind, if you have any third title head in mind under which you want to write the benefits of millets, include them towards the end of the benefits part. Alright. So when it comes to climate resilient agriculture, that is the demand of future, not just of India but of the entire globe. These millets, they can grow on arid lands, very less water required with minimal inputs and maintenance. tolerant or resistant to diseases and pests, again very important there, and are more resilient to climate shocks than other cereals. So when it comes to diseases and pests, just do not delete this part. Having tolerance or resistance to diseases and pests, that is very important when it comes to climate change and when it comes to the evolution of diseases and pests that we see in our crops. Secondly, here we'll talk about the food security, especially of the vulnerable groups or of arid lands. It has been said, if you have studied human geography, that arid lands, they have a lot of poverty. It has been traditionally seen that lands which are fertile, where because farming used to be the main vocation, so where land is fertile, people are more prosperous generally. And if the land is arid, that means there are high chances that people would be more vulnerable, or there would be malnutrition or things like that. So historically that has been there. Now thanks to migration and thanks to all the man-made induced changes, the positive changes, that survival at any place, that is possible. Having prosperity in all kinds of geographical conditions, that is possible. But that is a geographical fact that we talk about, that arid lands, they are more susceptible to malnutrition, to poverty and things like that. So sustainable production of millets, it can fight hunger and contribute to food security and nutrition. How this can happen? In arid areas, millets are very often the only crops that can be harvested in the dry season, and they are crucial part of the household food basket. So first of all, they are very nutritious. Secondly, in the arid areas, these are the only crops that can be grown. They can help overcome food scarcity in difficult periods, therefore contributing to the food security and nutrition of vulnerable populations. Thirdly, they can reduce further soil degradation. If you have desertification problem, for example, when it comes to parts of northern India or northwestern India, so further soil degradation can be stopped, and it can support biodiversity and sustainable land restoration. Then they can be an important part of a healthy diet. Again, this is also part of your food security, or rather nutrition security. When we talk about undernourishment, we do not just refer to people who are thin or undernourished, we also talk about people who are obese, and obesity is a problem in Indian children and in Indian population. So that is also part of our nutrition security, obesity also included. So millets are a healthy source of diet basically as compared to cereals, wheat and rice, wheat especially. So they are a healthy alternative, and they were traditionally a part of our diet, but because of incoming of green revolution, the support to farmers through MSPs only for two particular crops called wheat and rice, and through the passage of time, usage of millets, or appearance of millets on a plate, that has gone down drastically. So that needs to be brought back. So they are important part of a healthy diet, as they are good sources of minerals, dietary fiber, antioxidants and protein. They have low glycemic index, again very important for northern India. Places in northern India, they are known as the diabetes capital of the world. So with a low glycemic index, they are good option for people with high blood sugar. They are also gluten free and an excellent and cost effective source of iron and iron deficient diets. Finally, fifth point, when you increase the production of millets, there are there are a lot of farmers who have a very small land holding. So small landholders, their incomes can increase if there is a lot of demands for millets in the market. If people want to cook millets, they want to include millets in their diet, then these small farmers, they will also benefit, and it would actually boost our economic growth. So production of millets and demand for them has declined as other cereals such as wheat, maize or rice became a dietary preference. Now the problem here with wheat, maize and rice is, wheat and rice mostly, that they cannot be grown in all parts of the country. Also they have to be grown with the help of lot of subsidies coming from the government, whether it is in the form of water, groundwater or electricity, whatever these people use, and that is not available in all parts of the country. So there are many people who live in arid areas who do not have a lot of budgetary support, who do not have a lot of capital to invest in agriculture. So what these people do, they just grow millets, and if the prices of millets and the demand of millets that shoots up in the market, then these people social upliftment or economic upliftment would take place for these small farmers. And greater trade in millets can improve the diversity of global food system. You know, after the COVID-19 pandemic and the conflicts that followed, the conflict in Afghanistan and the Russia-Ukraine war that followed after that, we realized that food security is a very big challenge for the entire globe. You know, food baskets are present only in few pockets all over the world, while in other areas people can go out of food really soon if our, you know, international trade routes or how the global system functions, that comes to a halt. So definitely food security is a problem. There are United Nations agencies like FAO fighting with it, but yes, millets can act as, you know, your security. They can provide food security for the long run. So greater trade in millets, it can improve the diversity of the global food system because they are resistant to climate change also, and you know, quality nutrition wise also they can be very supportive. Currently they're accounting for just 3% of global grains trade, with the need to improve resilience of global trade and its ability to respond to sudden changes in the food grain market. Millets are a valuable option to increase output diversity and mitigate risks related to production shocks. The seventh one and the final one, here it is not related to food security or improvement in agriculture, it is related to environment. That's why we are writing it as the final point. What you can do is just stop writing here and then have a you know, have a separate paragraph talk about that they have low carbon and water footprint. Water footprint is something that we've talked about, but you can obviously expand this, that rice needs at least 3 times more water to grow in comparison to millets, and somewhere it goes even, you know, 10 times more water. 3 times is still a lesser multiple that we are talking about. So low carbon footprint is there, that is can be your last point here or in the last paragraph. Then talk about finally conclude it and say that it is rightly said, it can be rightly said because of the above mentioned points, that millets have the potential to bring a revolution in agriculture and food security. This is basically summing up this is exactly the statement that was given in the question in the first slide. So yes, that is your question statement. So you've basically summed that up. And talk about International Year of Millets 2023. It stands to provide a unique opportunity to increase global production, ensure efficient processing, consumption, promote utilization of crop rotations, encourage better connectivity throughout food systems to promote millets as a key component of food baskets. So that is you know, that is what the opportunity they are talking about, that yes, you have 1 year. Even Government of India, you know, it is increasing efforts or multiplying its efforts in this year particularly to increase awareness about millets. If you refer to Yojana of January 2023, there are a lot of articles talking about the benefits of millets. Most prominently, one of them is by Rajita Divekar. So definitely check that out and make use of these points to write your own answer and post your answers on the website as soon as possible, so that you know, we can respond back to you with our feedback as early as possible. Also on our website, which is rajayesacademy.com, look for question number 127. It says that millets hold immense potential benefits for climate smart agriculture and to assure nutritional and food security. Explain. Answer in 150 words. So this is more of an objective answer. The question that we discussed today was more of a comment based answer. So definitely check out the differences in both of them. Try to amalgamate the content. This was updated on November 29, 2022. So millets have been in news since long. Especially for this year, they'll hold a lot of importance. This is question 127. Check out the content for question 127 also. And yes, for today, the question number is 166. Look for question number 166 and its answer. I'll see you tomorrow with another discussion of Seize the Mains regarding the rare earth elements. That would be the topic for tomorrow. Definitely join our initiatives that are being run on YouTube, the Hindu discussion that happens every morning, Ignited Current Affairs, and Seize the Mains, of course. I'll see you soon. Keep working hard and all the best for your journey.